This job that we just finished up was extremely complicated with the different angles and measurements. Just take a look at some of these different sections of the yard. In this particular project, there were 6 different sections of the yard with just the absolute most irregular shapes. And I can definitively tell you that previously there's no way I could have got this correct with the traditional way I would measure. And one of two things would have happened. I would have ended up being short on this job because I would have not ordered enough material, enough sod, or I would have said, man, I really don't want to run short. I'm just going to order extra material. And then I could have been left with 3 or 4 extra pallets. Guys, we're not talking about getting a measurement right here with like 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 pallets. Like, this was a 24 pallet job with irregular shapes in 6 sections of the yard. And Moasure said it was supposed to be 23.4 pallets of sod is what I needed. I said, okay, it is proven to be extremely accurate on the other jobs. We're just going to go with 24 pallets of sod. Look at what we ended up left over with. That is about half of a pallet of sod. And unless you have done sod jobs, and unless you have went through the hassle and the problem of not ordering enough material or ordering too much, unless you have actually felt the pain of doing that and having to go back to the client or looking like you don't know what you're doing because you have way too little sod or way too much sod, if you have not felt that pain, you don't understand how important that is to like do that many pallets and then the measurement be that exact. I do not just recommend things on the channel just cause, but I truly believe in this product. It has helped us out tremendously. Moasure is not paying me to tell you that this is a great product. It's just simply a great product, and they have offered to give us a discount code just to get the word out to everybody out there. Like, if you're a landscaper and you're still measuring the traditional way, like, I'm telling you, man, you just need to listen to me on this. Stop doing it. Go to the link in the description. Check it out. You can get a little bit of a discount there. It is well worth the investment that you make in your business. Side note, whenever you can pull up a 3D drawing of a client's yard and show elevation changes to them on the spot, real time, right there, here's been my experience in doing estimates lately. I'm able to pull it up in real time in front of the client and say, guess what? This section of the yard is 2,128 square foot, and it's exact. Here it is. You can look at it. Oh, and by the way, look at all these little elevation changes. This is a low area. We need to bring in extra filter in this area right here. I can fix that for you. I have the tools to do this. I've been more confident in my estimates. I've been more confident in my sales. And frankly, I have closed more sales since I've been using Moasure. You're probably gonna hear from me again because I am a fan of this product, guys. You need to check it out. Okay, this was the equivalent of about 30 pallets of Palisades zoysia. And the thing that made this job so challenging was there was so much cutting in to do here. I mean, there's not a straight edge on this yard. Everything is curves and half moons, which you have to treat that differently than a yard that is straight up squares, rectangles, where you're only cutting is at the very end, just on the edges. But we basically had on this lawn, there's 6 sections, and every section was just there was just a lot of hand cutting in to get it all done. But we got it done. To be honest with you, the majority of this job was done with 2 guys. Yeah, I don't recommend that. That is the upper limit. That's wanting it. You're doing this with 2 guys, you're wanting it. We wanted this one, right? We really wanted it. And I have a super appreciation for anybody who's willing to get out here and do this type of work. But we did it. We got it done. This yard is just an absolute banger. Gorgeous place here in Gulf Breeze. Beautiful home. Right here on a canal from the sound side of Pensacola Beach. Also, it's very important whenever you're doing these jobs to, you really have to walk through the yard before you install sod. And you have to have an honest conversation with people about their irrigation. There's no way to drag hoses around this place and get this thing watered in. The sod absolutely cannot dry out. It cannot dry out. It has to constantly have water on it while it's getting established and getting rooted. And you simply, it's not right to do a job like this for somebody if they don't have an irrigation system ready to go. If it's a very, very small yard, yeah, you can get away with hand watering or putting up sprinklers here and there. But with all these different curves and different shapes in the yard and irregularities, you're just going to end up having hot spots. This yard has a few hot spots. There's one right here. There's one right there in front of us. It's just where it's not getting really good sprinkler coverage. So that's something that a sprinkler tech will need to come out and make sure that the appropriate heads are installed here. I've got a guy that works with me that does that. So I'll be giving them his contact information. But all in all, this property came out fantastic.